Good morning, students. This is your teacher Neelam Helawat, and today we'll start our revision part, revision of the periodic test 1 syllabus, and the chapter that I'm starting revision with is your digestion and absorption. Right? So I hope you'll be preparing your chapters with me. You'll be eager to, sit in the exams. Isn't it, dear students? And you must be curious also that how your exams will be conducted, right? Yes. So let's start with your topic, that is your digestion and absorption. Both these two terms are very, very important. Now, dear students, what do you do when you are hungry? Can you tell me? What do you do when you are hungry? Very true. Yes, this is absolutely correct. We always eat food, isn't it? We always eat food. If you have to drive a car, you will always put a petrol or a diesel into it. So as the diesel and petrol is for the car, similarly the food is for us, isn't it? The food is for us. And we take a variety of food components, isn't it? We eat fruits, we eat vegetables, isn't it? We take milk. Basically, we're talking about the balanced diet, isn't it? We eat a variety of food components, and each variety of food component is very, very essential for us, right? So these food components basically contains your 5 nutrients, and these 5 nutrients, they are carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, vitamins and minerals. These 5 components are very, very important. But dear students, your body cannot utilize these components as such, right? Okay, so we know that your food basically contains carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. But these food components our body cannot utilize directly, right? These food components, they are macromolecules. Our body cannot utilize these components easily. So these components, they have to be broken down into simple substances, right? They have to be converted into simple substances, right everyone? And this process of converting the complex substances into simple substances is nothing but it is called digestion. So what is digestion, everyone? The process of converting the complex materials into simple materials, or the materials which our body can use. That is called digestion, right? That is called digestion. Now that is why we have a human digestive system. So your digestive system basically is comprised of the alimentary canal and the digestive glands. So these are the two main components of the human digestive system. That is the alimentary canal and the digestive glands. Okay, everyone? So both of them, they together constitute your human digestive system. And as I told you, that digestion simply means that our food will be converted from complex materials into simple materials, and that process is called digestion. So this function will be brought about by these two components, that is your alimentary canal and the digestive glands. Now coming to alimentary canal. Your alimentary canal consists of basically mouth. So the first component is the mouth. Then your pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine and the anus. So these are most important points of your alimentary canal. And I'll be discussing each component, right? Because all these components, they are equally important. Okay, so let's start with your mouth. Now coming to your mouth, isn't it? This is your mouth. The mouth is bordered by your lips, and your mouth has a buccal cavity. Your mouth leads into a buccal cavity. This is your mouth, isn't it? And when you open your mouth, there is a cavity inside your mouth, and that cavity is called the oral cavity. And your oral cavity is comprised of two main components, the tongue and the teeth. Okay, so oral cavity, your mouth has oral cavity, and your oral cavity contains teeth and the tongue. Now in case of teeth, if you open your mouth, we observe that your teeth, they are embedded into the, see, they are embedded into the jaws. Okay, they are embedded into your jaws. That is why we call that your teeth, they are thecodont. So thecodont means the teeth are embedded into your jaws, right? They are embedded into the jaws. Second word that is generally used in case of teeth is called diaphyodont. Di means two. So in your lifetime, we have two types of teeth, right? When we are child, we have a milk teeth, and then as we grow, then we have a permanent teeth. So we basically have two different types of teeth in our lifetime. One is a milk teeth and second is the permanent teeth. So that is why we use the word diaphyodont. So thecodont, because our teeth, they are present in the sockets. Diaphyodont, in our lifetime we have two different types of teeth. One is a milk teeth, second is permanent teeth. Heterodont means, hetero means different. Our mouth has 4 different types of teeth, right? 4 different types of teeth. First is incisors. I means incisors. Second is canines. Third is premolar. And fourth is molar. So we have 4 different types of teeth. And we can easily see the arrangement. These front teeth, they are called incisors. Then adjacent 2 teeth, they are canines. Then you have premolars. And then you have molars. Okay, everyone? You have molars. Dear students, how many jaws we have? Can you tell me how many jaws we have? We have 2 jaws. One is your upper jaw and second is this is your lower jaw. And this one is your upper jaw, right? So we have 4 different types of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars and molars. So the dental formula for teeth is 2, 1, 2, 3. What is the dental formula? 2, 1, 2, 3. 2 is incisors, 1 is canines, 2 is premolars and then 3 is molars, right? So your dental formula is 2, 1, 2, 3. So your upper jaw has 2, 1, 2, 3. Then your lower jaw also has 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then coming to the second organ, that is called your tongue. So in your oral cavity, one is your teeth, second is your tongue. A tongue is your muscular organ. Okay, everyone? Tongue is a muscular organ that you can easily move. It is easily movable. And at the bottom, it is attached to your mouth with the help of a structure which is called frenulum. Right? We call this structure as frenulum. Then on the upper surface, it contains various papilla. And these various papilla are nothing, they contain taste buds. And these taste buds, they help us to know the taste of the food, whether the taste is bitter, sour, sweet or salty. So your tongues helps you to identify the taste. Okay. And secondly, it helps in swallowing the food. Your tongue help in swallowing of the food. Then look at this structure, everyone. Suppose this is your mouth, right? And you are putting the food and this food is coming here. So look at this structure. This portion is your windpipe, right? This portion is your windpipe and this is your food pipe. So there is a flap-like structure which is called epiglottis, right? This is called epiglottis. This epiglottis closes the windpipe when food comes from the mouth into the esophagus. Right, everyone? When food comes into the esophagus, then your windpipe is closed by the epiglottis. This structure is called the epiglottis. This structure, the triangular shaped structure, is called epiglottis. Okay? And because of this structure, the food will not enter into your windpipe. The food will not enter into the windpipe, right, everyone? Here, this is your windpipe. So esophagus and windpipe, they are separated from each other by a flap-like structure that is called epiglottis. Okay, that is called the epiglottis. So when you swallow the food will enter into the esophagus. It will be prevented from entering into the windpipe by a small structure, by a movable structure which is called epiglottis. Now the food has entered the esophagus, so it will move down and this movement is called peristalsis. So peristalsis, sometimes they ask you what is peristalsis. So the movements that causes the transfer of food from mouth into the esophagus, from mouth into the stomach through esophagus is called peristalsis. The movement is called peristalsis, or you can say peristaltic movements. So there is no digestion occurs in esophagus. So in esophagus there is no digestion of food. Now the food will enter into the stomach. Okay, the food will enter into the stomach. The stomach contains your gastric juice, and the gastric juice has three components. What are those three components? The HCl, mucus, right? HCl, mucus, and it contains an enzyme pepsin. So your food will straight away reach into the stomach, and the stomach is filled with the gastric juice or the gastric acid, right? Okay everyone? Right. Then the food will reach into your small intestine. This is a portion of the small intestine. The first portion of the small intestine is duodenum, and this portion of the intestine is called jejunum. Right? What we call the second part of the small intestine? Jejunum, and this part is called ileum. So there are three parts of the intestine, small intestine: duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. So food from the small intestine, the stomach will enter into the small intestine, first in duodenum, second into jejunum, and then into the ileum. Then the food will travel to large intestine. The large intestine is also further divided into three parts. First is the cecum. This portion is called the cecum, and this portion is called the vermiform appendix, right? And it is of no use for us today. So from cecum the food will go into the colon, right? This is colon. So three parts of the intestine: cecum, colon, and rectum. So cecum will receive the food from the small intestine, then it will enter the colon, and through this it will go into the rectum. So food will be, the waste material will be stored into the rectum. Okay, rectum will store the food, and then finally from rectum the food will be removed with the help of anus. So here you will have anus also, right? Here you will have anus also. So food will be, the waste material will be kept stored in the rectum, and once the rectum is full, then the food is being removed, the waste material is being removed of the body through anus. Right everyone? I hope there is no doubt now. Okay, so you will revise this topic, that is you will revise your page numbers 257 to 259, and you will start doing your sample papers. Right, I have posted a sample paper for today, so complete at least 1 to 10 questions, or you can say 1 to 15 questions, first 15 questions today, and just go through this topic, revise it, and there is any doubt you have, you can send your queries to me. Read each line of NCERT. NCERT is your Bible everyone. You just go through each line of NCERT, okay? And then you will complete first 15 question answers of the sample paper. Right everyone? So that's all for today.